Welcome back, guys. If anyone thought small tiles were dead, they're definitely not. As you can see, I'm absolutely surrounded by them in this bathroom. Today I'm going to show you how I finish the top edge of ceramic tiles like these with tile trim for a neat, clean finish. There's loads of trim work in this bathroom, and where this bath wall finishes half height, it's the perfect example to show you my process. Let's jump into it. So first up, before we get to the trim, we've got plastered walls here and ceramic tiles. So I'm going to have to prime the walls first. Once that's dry, I can set the wall out for the tiles. A quick little tip, when priming, it's best to keep it away from areas that are going to be painted. Otherwise, you may fall out with the painter. So I draw a guideline just before where my tile is going to finish, just to keep the primer away from the paint. And on plaster, most primers are diluted a 1:2 or 1:3 ratio. Once that's dry, I can start drawing some lines for the tiles. Now, because these are small ceramic tiles, I like to leave the top row off ready for the trim. With bigger tiles, you can often slide the trim in afterwards, but with small ceramics, because they grab quickly, it's much better to fit the trim as part of the final row rather than trying to force it in later. So I draw a level line one row down from my finished height, then I can spread the adhesive in that whole section and tile up to that first line. As this is a feature wall, I just centre it as I've already got the height to work out the length, and it works out pretty much a full tile from either side. As these are small ceramic tiles on plaster, I could use bucket glue for something like this, but most of the bathroom's in backerboard, so I've been using powder adhesive, so I just knocked some of that up. And I'll be using an 8mm notch trowel for this, as the tiles are only 8mm themselves. When spreading, I'm just trying to get the adhesive on the wall, then I'll run through it, trying to keep the ribs in the same direction. I just make sure I leave a few millimetres from my line to keep it visible. With ceramic tiles, you've got to work pretty quickly as they have a lot of suction, and it's always good to spread as much as you're comfortable with at a time. For me, this is a standard size section. For you, it could be less or it could be more. I like to get a few tiles on the wall roughly in place. I give them a little push and a wiggle. Like I say, you don't have too long to adjust them before they start to grab, so it's always good not to go too far at first. I'll then start levelling them up to my line and adding spacers so the tiles are hitting the bottom of the level and are straight. I would never bother back buttering a tile this size, but you can if you like. You may be there a while, but if you want extra assurance, go for it. But honestly, a piece of dust would hold a ceramic tile on the wall for a long time. Anyway, jokes aside, I just continue adding and cutting when I need to, making sure I've always got a spacer in the joint ready for the next row to keep the tiles in line. It's easy to go out of square with this type of tile, especially as they can be sizey, so just making sure you are level and you can at least fit a spacer in every joint is usually the way to go. Now, things like baths aren't always level. Even if the plumber has done a good job, the mouldings can be a bit off sometimes, so always check them. It's a reason why in tiling we normally work from a level line down when we can, then cut into the surface. This one wasn't too bad, it just rode up a bit in the corner, so I took a piece out the tile for it. So that is the bottom section done, which now leaves me ready for that final top row with the trim. Now, the tile trim comes in loads of sizes and colours. As a rule, I recommend matching the trim to the tile thickness. These tiles are 8mm, so I'm using 8mm trim. That way it finishes nice and flush. The first thing to do is measure the wall side to side to get the trim length. Then I can transfer that measurement onto the trim and mark it. I'm swapping the blade of my angle grinder to a metal cutting disc. I'm using Bosch ones here, and I've got a full tiling tools video on my channel if you want to check that out later. Then I cut straight through on my mark. After that, I use an old diamond block just to clean up the cut edge. If you wanted to mitre your internal corners, you'd do that at this point once it's cut to length, but that's personal preference. Now that's cut and cleaned up, I can just test fit it to make sure it fits nicely. Once that's all good, the trim can be set. I spread the adhesive for the top row and I bed the trim into it on my line. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect at this stage because we're going to bring it down onto the top of the tiles as that last row goes in. For the tiles, I add a little bit of extra adhesive onto the edge that's going to sit into the trim just for a better bond. Then it's simply adding that final row of tiles, get them on with a push and a wiggle, bring the trim down onto them, add the spacers, and check everything is nice and level. So the goal is dead simple, make sure the top row is level and every tile and the trim is touching the bottom of your level so the line stays straight. You can also use some tape and some wedges to make sure your trim is nice and firm onto the tiles. And that's it, as simple as that. You can see this olive green trim is a perfect match for these tiles, and it's a really clean way to finish the top tile edge rather than painting or silicone. You can see I've used the same trim along all the tops and around the window as well, with a few miters, and it just finishes all the edges off nicely. Cool, so that's how I finished tile edges with trim for a clean professional finish, especially with small ceramic tiles. If you want to see the tools I use, you can click this video right here, and I've also got another video showing more complex trim methods. I hope this helped. Give it a like and subscribe if it did, and I'll catch you in the next one.